Hi, everybody, and welcome to Generation Gab.
Brought to you by a fun dad and recent grad.
Yes.
Okay.
God.
Gosh, we did the intro.
We're so glad to be back with you again. And by the way, we are now fully underway. As you may know, we're a little bit ahead when we record.
Yes.
So we're right now.
I mean, we're in it.
Yes.
Yeah.
People are subscribing. People are commenting. People are downloading.
Yes.
What's our goal? What do we want to do with Generation Gab, Chase? Like, I mean, are we just like hoping to get as many downloads as possible?
Like I said, if we make one person happy, our job is done.
I don't know. Just one?
Just
Really?
one. If
All right.
we can change one life with this podcast.
All right. That's fair enough. Chase, now you are wearing a new dress that you and I were talking about. And do you want to talk about the service? Because I think it's
Sure.
very millennial.
Oh, it's very millennial. It's similar to Rent the Runway, which is a millennial service where you rent clothing that has been on the runway.
Jesus.
So usually very expensive.
Couture
Yeah,
stuff?
they're like $1,000 dresses.
And how much do you rent them for?
Well, you have a subscription. So like my sister was paying like $100 something a month, but then she could get unlimited runway
Couture.
clothes. Yes.
Can she alter them to fit her body?
No, but you can go into the store and try them on, and like it's a really fun thing to do if you have the budget for it. I do not. So
Yet.
Yes.
So
So there's this other service that just started. I was on the wait list up until last week.
God, we need
And-
to be in that business.
Yeah.
They're on the wait list for subscribers
Yeah.
because they don't have enough clothes to go around or people.
It's so new. Like I was on the wait list and I just got part of it, and it's called Nuuly, Nuuly.
Oh boy, that
You-
sounds like something from Silicon Valley, like a joke. That sounds like a joke name.
You're right.
Nuuly.
So does Quibi.
Quibi does too. Listen, I met with Quibi.
I know.
I pitched to them, and they are so big. Quibi, for those of you who don't know, is a new service, another subscription service that's coming out. That's Jeffrey Katzenberg, and it's the talk of the town in LA. It's all Quibi means quick bites.
Oh, is that what it means?
So it's going to be little bites of content that people will watch on their phone. And my understanding is it'll either be short form stuff or it will be long stuff, but it'll
be broken down.
it'll be
into-
broken in and it'll bookmark it for you so that you can pick up right where you left off. Anyway, they've
I
got
like
tons
that
of
it's
money.
called Quibi because people don't even have the time to say quick bites.
Right. It's for people who are busy.
Busy.
And busy. Because you can't even say busy. That's how busy you are. Busy.
They spell it BZ.
Yeah. No vowels. No time for vowels. Just glottals.
So, well, yeah. So that's really exciting that you pitched there.
Oh, God. I went in there, and I've pitched a lot of places, and I went in there, and they were so on top. They are so certain that they're curing cancer over there.
Really?
Oh, my God. Yeah, it's on. It's just like any of these startups when I first went to Hulu, or you go to these places that are new, and they're kind of the talk of the town. And here's the one I always come back to. I went to CISO.
Never heard of it.
Okay.
I know CSUN.
CISO, this is going to kill you. No, not CSUN. CISO. CISO was a NBC, Universal, huge. It was their attempt at their own streaming service. And they were trying to get you, Chase. They were trying to get millennials. And here's what CISO means. It was spelled SEESO. If you see this, so you'll want to see that.
No.
So it's like their whole thing was you watch something and like, you know, these online Pandora. Sorry.
Like the radio?
Yeah, you know how on Pandora you do a thumbs up or a thumbs down and it kind of remembers you and tracks you? CISO was going to do the same thing with video. So if you watched Spinal Tap, which I know you're a fan of, it would then probably offer you to see something similar like, I don't know. I can't think of but you know what I'm saying. It would
Yeah.
So Monty Python, for example, it might have. So we went into pitch to CISO, and I was just like, I was rolling my eyes before we even got there. Because of the name. I was like, CISO? Are you seriously?
See that, so you'll see this.
I mean, and I didn't understand that. They explained it in the room like, oh, this should explain it for you. This should solve any concerns you have over our name. And I was like, I didn't say anything. I was polite, but I was just like, you got to be kidding me. And they paid thousands of dollars
and
for.
When did you pitch? Is this no longer a thing?
It's no longer a thing.
Oh, the poor company.
The poor company. They went under. But man, when we went in there, those executives were just like they were curing cancer.
So I have a question because I have a friend who was recruited by Quibi because she's like a young millennial who won an Emmy and like they are for producing and they're like recruiting the top young Hollywood people to work there. When you went to pitch, were they all millennials?
Yes. Oh yeah.
Really?
Well, most of Hollywood is millennials now. Most of Hollywood are people in their 20s.
The high up?
Well, not the super high up. Not the person who's going to be the final one. He's usually because it is men most of the time. Are Gen Xers, but everybody underneath them are millennials.
So you're pitching to millennials.
Yes, I'm pitching to 20-somethings.
And does that make you feel comfortable? Because you go in and you're like, I'm older than you. I got this.
No, because I sort of see myself. I have so much self-loathing that I still am insecure, and no, I don't have any sort of like, hey, listen to me. But sometimes they'll say stuff and I'll realize, oh my God, they're hoping I know the answer.
Because I just got to the point. We have a dog barking.
God damn it.
I just got to the point where like I've met with a couple agents and I've been older than them. And I feel
Isn't it weird?
No, I'm just like, oh, okay. I'm so much more comfortable. Like, you're younger than me.
Chase, you're going to have to hold the
Okay,
fork.
pause.
Should I go? He looks like he's stopping. This is my dog, Earl.
He's a puppy
He's
for
a puppy.
2 years.
And Jules, my daughter Jules, said that she would definitely train him, feed him, and walk him. And as you can see, no one has trained them. And
no one has fed him.
And I'm the only one who's walking him. I fed him this morning. I do everything. We're watching him. He's right outside.
He looks very skinny. Are you sure
I'm
been
feeding
fed?
him a ton, and I'm giving him. I'm even giving. He's allergic, so I'm giving him Benadryl.
Oh, okay.
Anywho,
well, okay, he ran away.
So you met with these agents. That's awesome. You didn't tell me that.
Yeah, well, it was age. Oh,
okay,
there he is.
God damn.
Well, I don't know how you're gonna stop him.
I'm just gonna yell at him.
Oh.
He's on the other side now. He's right here.
Okay,
Hold
okay,
on.
okay.
God, everybody, I'm
Hold
so
the phone.
sorry about this. Earl, stop it. I feel embarrassed. You just saw a side of me. That's a side that I
can cut that out.
No, leave it in.
Oh, okay.
If you want. You do what you do.
I only show us in our best light.
Good. All right, good.
But I met with an agent trainee.
Okay.
He will one day be the agent.
That's right.
Listen,
you got to be nice to those people because they will move their way up.
But he's younger than me. And I went to the meeting usually I meet with agents or whatever, and I'm a nervous wreck.
Was there any sexual charge between the two of you?
Okay, I'm going to cut this part out. But...
But I don't know why I thought that, but there was something about the way you said it.
I don't like him, but he so after we met, he was like, come with me to my friends.
And he was touchy?
No, but he opened the door for me, and then when we were sitting, his arm was around my chair. And then he invited me to a Dodgers game.
Okay.
And I didn't go.
Good.
Because now I'm like,
no.
That's slimy Hollywood.
God damn it, man. Your job is so fucked up. That is just everywhere you go.
But I'm very, I make it so clear that I'm just friends with people. Mm-hmm. I try to be I'm I don't flirt. I'm like,
no.
Woo, we're friends. I'm older than you.
But you don't have to. See, God. No, you do not send it. It's nothing is on you. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. It's on these sleazeballs. I'm going to talk to him.
Okay. So point being, I like being older than the people because I have this like I can like breathe, but maybe
You're
when
not
it's,
as intimidated.
But I'm still a millennial and I'm still their generation. So maybe if I was meeting with
somebody who's 20 years younger than you or 30
20
years younger than you.
Again, they'd be infants.
God damn it.
I would be so in control. But
yeah, because an infant, you would be able to sell an infant.
Listen,
if an infant were an agent and you were meeting with them, you would land that person.
I would land. I'd have no nerves.
No nerves.
Yeah. So.
But it's weird when they're adults and you're older. But it just getting older, and I guess this is the topic of our podcast. Part of it is that getting older is a really trippy thing. It's not what you think it's going to be. First of all, you got to have balls to be older because death starts looking at you.
And we talked about this last week.
We did?
Or the one that just aired.
Oh,
yeah, we
okay.
talked about this.
All right. Well, it looks right at you, and you really realize. I mean, I know you realize where you are now that you're going to die.
Mm-hmm.
But when you're 50 and you're over the halfway mark, I mean, who knows what could happen? I mean, they could keep me alive for 200 years because stuff's changing all the time.
Would you want to be?
No, I'm exhausted.
Okay.
I'd like to live another week and a half.
Okay.
This podcast is the only thing keeping me going.
What's your idea? Like, if you had no responsibilities, you had nothing to do, what would your ideal week be? Nobody is like, John, we need you here, we need you there.
Jesus, I can't even relate to that.
What would it be?
All right, I'd get the PlayStation 4 immediately, and I would get all the latest games, first-person shooters, and I would just sit in my underwear and eat chocolate and drink. I'd probably start drinking and using again. See, that's the thing. I can't be left to, you know what I mean? I would just be I think I would
go back to drinking.
I need to be busy, for my own safety.
Okay, you need people around. You need people telling you like you are needed because then you'll
because it'll just keep me busy.
Fall off the
I'm
wagon.
just sprinting to death, as I've said to you before.
That's how I feel.
Yeah,
I feel like I can't breathe, and I don't have kids yet. So
and you don't even know. You think
I can't breathe.
Yeah.
I've got too much going on.
You do have a lot going on right now.
Well,
your career is taking off as I predicted. I'm taking full credit because I have to turn everything back to me. But you are going to be a star. And by the way, you are, Chase. And people have been telling, and I know this from the get-go. I'm trying to exploit you for my own gain. But people, my friends of mine who have heard our podcast are like, who is she? She's awesome.
What?
Yes.
You made that up.
Nope.
Really?
Nope. I would never lie to you.
John,
Yes.
that's really nice.
Mm-hmm. I'm telling you,
Well,
Chase,
I
you're
was-
a quadruple threat.
I was telling my sister yesterday, I said, having a 9 to 5 is a luxury.
Yes.
If you just have a 9 to 5
Yes.
and no hustle, you just go to work and then you get to come home and listen to podcasts and watch your favorite shows and like relax and work out. Like sometimes I think maybe I should have been a software engineer for the luxury of just breathing.
But Chase, you can't code. I mean, my point is that you're not doing this because you chose to.
Yeah,
this is all you're qualified for.
Yeah, I've been working at it since age 2.
Yeah, there's no turning back.
No, I
and
know.
by the way, it's
just
the
a
same for the
fantasy.
software engineer. They're like thinking, okay, I've got a sitcom script it's in my head. I want to do that, and it's like, listen, no, we're all screwed. We're locked in, all of us, to the death, to the end. There's no getting out of it. And by the way, I've worked some corporate jobs, and it sucks. People have.
When?
When I was in Chicago, coming up as an actor comedian, I took a job at Quaker. Wait, was it Quaker?
Quaker Oats?
Quaker Oats, which is located in Chicago. By the way, nothing to do with the Quakers. The Quakers aren't involved in Quaker Oats at all.
The Quaker community?
Yeah, the Quaker
Oh,
community.
okay.
There's no Quaker involved in Quaker Oats,
I
except
don't
for the
even-
picture of the guy.
Quakers are the ones with the bonnets.
No, those are Mennonites, I think you're thinking of.
Oh.
Quakers are actually really in kind of an cool, when they meet, they call each other friend. And when they meet for church, quote unquote, they sit down. This is my understanding because I had a therapist who was a Quaker.
Oh.
They sit down in their room. There's no one to lead the services. You just stand up and say something whenever you're moved to say it.
Wow.
And some services, nobody says anything and everybody just leaves and meditates and leaves. So it's kind of cool. And they're great
Wow.
at schools. teaching.
Meditates. Okay, great. So
Okay.
you worked at Quaker.
I was hired at Quaker, and my first job was to move. Somebody got promoted to the corner office. The corner office was currently a supply closet. I had to clean out the supply closet. I can't remember where I put the stuff, but I had to put that somewhere. Then the person moved in, and everybody in their carol rotated. God damn that dog! I can't even.
Can't even think. I'm just
All right,
kidding.
should I let him in?
No, no.
Okay.
I mean, if you want,
No,
whatever you
I
want.
hate him.
He's fine.
He might. I don't know. Anyway, so and everybody just rotated. So it was just like you just moved to the next carol towards the corner office, which used to be a supply closet. Let me tell you, it's not.
Oh, no windows.
No windows. Everybody's just grinding it out. Just like it's all. I think it's all the same. Everybody's life sucks.
Everybody, yeah. I think that no matter what person you are, oh, I'm gonna
Here we
rephrase.
go.
Okay.
No,
Uh-oh.
here we
Sometimes I
go.
try
This
to
is
say
good.
things.
Get
and,
ready to
and-
put this on a T-shirt. This is going on a T-shirt. Whatever Chase is
Okay,
about to say.
here we go. I'll try to articulate. I think every human comes to Earth
Yes.
with something that they need to. They have hurdles.
To work through something they have to work
Thank
through.
you. Yes. And you might be going through something that you think is like the end of the world, and someone else isn't going through that. But trust me, they're going through something else.
Their version of it.
That it might be very simple for you in your life, but for them, that's their hurdle. And like, no matter what, even if you think, oh, this person has it so good, I'm sure they're going through something else that you can't even fathom.
I love that. It's way too long for a T-shirt. So I don't know what to do about
I'm going to
that.
put it on a t-shirt.
All right, it's going to be small font. It's going to be 6-point font on your T-shirt. But yes, I do agree. Or another way of looking at it, and maybe this is more the Gen X way of looking at it, is that that everything that happens is an opportunity to examine and grow spiritually. So that
Oh, I love
see
that.
what I'm saying? So that
I think they coincide.
yes, they do. They work together, just
I
like
think
this podcast.
My version might be too like airy fairy. Like, oh, we all come to Earth with a
I think that's a sign of
problem.
age too. I think that's maybe our age because I've been broken down to the point where there's no God. See, yours has a little bit more.
there's a
There's a
bigger
plan.
and
Mine,
purpose.
there is no plan, but we can still find meaning in the plan.
Because we talked about before where you think when you die, that's it.
Yes, I don't believe in an afterlife.
And I like to think we go on.
Oh God, please no.
Not into heaven or hell, but I think
But do my kids come with me? Like, do
our
I have to go
yes.
keep doing what I'm doing?
I think
forever.
I think your kids come with you.
Oh God, this is exhausting.
But by time I'm, I'll always be a millennial. But by time I'm the Gen X's demographic,
yes, older.
by time I'm older, I'll probably be thinking your way.
Do you think you're going to be having kids?
Yes.
Okay. A lot of Gen Xers, millennials are saying they don't want to have kids. Did you know that?
No.
There are more. Let me throw some stats out at you because I did a little homework today that I thought would be interesting. All right.
By me talking about what those thoughts and I have to cut that out, right?
Why? No, I don't think so.
I'm so worried about offending people.
Don't.
Are
I
people
think
going to be like, oh no, her thoughts are too crazy.
No, that's interesting.
Okay.
And they're not that crazy.
Okay.
All right, get this. Here's fact number one.
Oh, you had it pulled up.
I know. I'm trying to be more professional. Number one, more millennial households are in poverty than households headed by any other generation.
Oh, I believe that.
Millennials, and this is the defining point, I think, of you guys. You guys, I mean, I wonder if this goes back to the Depression.
Well, I mean, I have rent due tomorrow, and I'll be down to $30. Then I just have to start over. So I don't know how to save
I'm gonna
or any of
help
that.
you with that.
Okay.
We're gonna make you tons of money.
every month. I have to start from scratch.
Millennials are more racially and ethnically diverse than any other adult generation, and a greater share of millennial households are headed by minorities who tend to have higher poverty rates. So in other words, we are getting more diverse as a population, especially your generation, more and more diverse. But as we get more and more diverse, poverty rates increase because diverse populations tend to be poorer because of the way we've structured our society. Racism.
That's a beautiful stat, and I
Jesus.
believe it.
Millennial house number
or
two.
a sad. That's a bad stat.
It's
but
a sad
beautifully
stat.
written.
Yeah, and it's great that you guys are more diverse, but you're getting screwed because of it, which is interesting. I smell revolution in the air.
Okay.
All right, number two. Millennial households dominate the ranks of the nation's renters.
Yes, we rent. We don't buy.
You don't. Why is that, do you think?
I heard my cousin bought a house, and I was shocked.
Yes.
So what?
Is it because you can't, because you guys are so much in debt, or is it because you don't want to because you're transitory?
I don't know, because I only really know LA and New York millennials. I'm sure in the Midwest it's different because it's more affordable, but at least in like LA, it's so unaffordable. It's ridiculous.
But is it a goal of yours to have a house? Like, do you chase one? You see my lifestyle here. We're in my house right now. I'm sure this is attractive because it's a house and it's not an apartment, but do you really want this?
So of course I want a house, but I've always been like, that's going to come later on. Like, I'm not thinking about that now. That's like,
Well, you are too young
when
for
I
it.
get married, and I'm hoping he'll know what to do.
Or her. You know, you might slide. You don't know.
No.
You're pretty straight.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
going to be a guy.
Okay.
Women are great.
A guy who used to be a woman and transitioned?
Who knows?
Okay, so
But
that's open.
it'll
That's not
be
a
a
deal
guy.
breaker. But a man, a penis, a Y chromosome.
male,
A Y
yes.
chromosome.
And I'm just hoping that he will be the one to take the reins on the house. That's not really my thing.
Really?
Yeah, I don't.
Okay.
I'm not someone that's like, okay, let me make. Oh,
There's my Zier who's talking. Jules, I'm doing a podcast. No problem. We'll be done in a few.
there are millennials I know that are like reading books on investing and like wanting to buy houses so that they can flip them, and like that's a good way to live.
Yeah, that's
just not where my mind's at.
yeah. Okay. All right. Let's move on.
Okay.
Number 3. Do you like this? Should I
Yeah,
keep going? Okay.
sure.
Number 3. About half of cohabitating households are headed by a millennial. Half. So cohabitating households, this means since 2011, millennials have headed more households made up of unmarried partners than any other adult generation. So
I
you guys
believe
are
that.
not getting married
Well, I just think they're moving in together a lot sooner.
because they're broke. Here
It's
come
like more
Chase. Here come
convenient.
2 Z generation. These are this is the younger version. My
You're
daughter
matching.
Jules, who's 13, and her friend Georgie, who's also 13. Look at them. That's what's behind you. That's the
They look
generation
so
coming up.
cute.
They've got to fix everything.
They have to fix the world.
I guess we should describe them. They're kind of dressed similarly. They have their phones. One's in the back pocket. They both are wearing jean shorts. One's wearing a cut-off white tee. The other one's it's a crop top, but not as short as the other
and
one.
it says on fire.
On fire. Look at them. Look how Look how
In diamonds.
Look how gorgeous they are.
They look on fire.
My daughter is wearing platform Doc Marten boots that she begged and manipulated and pushed for us to get. Here's what she does. When she goes shopping, she takes me with her because I'm a total softie. So that's how she does it.
And then she'll get what she wants.
Yeah.
Because
I fold.
'Cause
That's
you
my
fold.
parenting style.
Oh,
I just give
I
them
think
whatever
that's
they
how
want.
I'll be too. Fine.
Fine. I say
don't wanna
no a couple
argue.
of times, and then I'm just like, whatever. Whatever.
That's how
Can
I
I go?
am.
Can I go now, daughter?
That's how I am with babysitting. So I imagine that's how I'll be with parenting. But anyways, you raised the cutest kids on earth.
Thank
They're
you,
adorable.
Chase. Thank you. I had nothing to do with it. I would love to take credit, but I really can't. All right. Here is this, and this is interesting. I'm going back to what
Sure.
Is that okay?
Yes.
Among heads of household, millennials in 2016 became the generation with the largest number identifying as multiracial. And this is really, I think, an interesting story.
Oh no, that's me.
So you guys are the largest generation of multiracial couples. No more couples have never been multiracial until you guys came along.
Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But and what is it? Just that we're why
Millennials are just.
you're more open-minded.
I think every generation is going to get more open-minded.
You don't really seem to. It doesn't even seem to occur to you guys. Like it's just not a thing at
No.
all. It's not like
And I'm happy to hear that because I don't.
Yeah.
Again, I only really know LA and New York, so I'm happy to hear that that's like a statistic throughout.
That's
all of
across the
America.
country.
Yeah.
You guys just mix it up. You don't care. My daughter, speaking of Jules, she said to me the other day, she said, "Dad, gay and straight is so old guy talk.
news.
Don't say gay. We don't say gay or straight. They don't even care."
They're so great. I just watched the movie Booksmart, and it was like the movie Superbad for my
Yeah.
generation. And I just was so impressed with this new generation. They
There's-
were all so like accepting and kind. So I think each generation's just going to get better.
Isn't that amazing?
I hope.
That's so optimistic.
Is too
That-
optimistic.
It's what?
Maybe too optimistic.
Well, I know things are not, things are very, there's people who are, hanging on to the past and people who are pushing towards the future. And that tension is very pronounced right now. But I just have so much hope for you guys.
Oh, thank you.
You've got to fix all this. You got to do
No,
it,
I
Chase.
think it's too late for the millennials. I think
do
it's
too.
all on the Z's now.
I do too.
Yeah.
I agree.
We're
But I
oldness.
think they're up for it. My daughter, and did you see them?
Yeah.
They're like superheroes.
Yeah.
They're going to change stuff for the better.
Yeah.
In a way for all. And I'm not just talking about liberal conservative. I'm just saying they're going to make the world a better place where we're all happier.
Yeah. Amen.
Or screw it up and blow it all to
Amen.
smithereens.
No,
Either way.
No, they have to because apparently we only have 12 years left on Earth.
Well, that's fine. I'm
Before
exhausted.
before the planet goes crazy.
What's going to happen?
So-
Slime monsters or something?
No,
What's going to happen in
climate
12 years?
change is apparently like going to be irreversible in 12 years.
Okay, but then don't we just move to the moon now at this point? Haven't we
Well-
already screwed it up? We just got to get out of here.
But maybe in these 12 years the Zers can
Turn it
really-
around?
Yeah.
I think they
Or
should,
else that's it.
or just download us all digitally and put us in a hard drive and jettison that out in the universe, and we just all live as digitally on a hard drive for a millennium.
That should be what is that show called? Magic Mirror? Black Mirror?
Oh, Black Mirror.
That should be
Yeah,
Black
nobody
Mirror.
take that.
Pitch it to Quibi
What do you have going on this weekend, Chase?
this weekend.
Pitch it to Quibi.
Uh-huh.
You're funny. See, this is why my friends are all saying you're going to be a star.
Oh.
Because you have stuff like that. You're quick. You're funny.
Okay.
And this is, and they don't even see you, by the way. This is all just your brain.
Wow.
See?
Oh, tell your friends thank you.
I'm telling you.
This weekend, I have
A date.
I have a hike, and then I'm going on a 10-mile hike.
Jesus Christ.
And
That's
then-
a long, have you done it? When was the last time you did a 10-mile hike?
2 years ago.
Okay, I have one word for you. Stretch.
Okay.
10 miles is a long fucking way.
I know.
You're going to feel pain. That's the that's the postman.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was weird.
We just heard a weird. Today has been insanity at my house.
So,
Okay,
going
you're going
on a
on
10-mile
10-mile hike with who?
2 of my friends,
Okay, male, female.
females.
Okay, good. So this is a girl hike, and
Yeah.
it's going to be fun,
Girl hike.
platonic, great.
Then
Nature.
I'm going to a birthday party.
Okay.
Friend is turning 28.
Oh, so everybody's going to be wasted.
Yeah, this is with my sorority friends. So
Oh
we have
my
fun.
God.
We have fun.
Oh, you're going to turn it up. That'll be fun. I want to be at that party.
Yeah, you should come.
I could drive you all around
You
in a
could be
van
the
because I'll be the sober
sober.
dude.
That's taking on one more thing in your life that you don't need.
Oh, you know what? My life is so full that would be relaxing. That would be relaxing.
And then Sunday I'm editing all day.
Or on our Generation
This
Gab.
and the YouTube series I'm doing with London
Yeah.
for my road
Do you want
trip.
to promote that?
Oh, sure. Listen, head over to YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Just type in London and Chase, and we have a channel where we just did a road trip, which you know about because
Yes,
we
I
talked
do.
to
We
you
were
live on the road
you
trip.
and you guys heard it. On
And
this.
we filmed it, and we're posting it each city on YouTube. See, I can't even explain
Yeah,
things
that's
like
it.
that.
Yeah, you're on a road trip.
Put it on
Yeah.
a T-shirt.
Yeah, put it on a
Okay.
T-shirt. Well, this weekend for me,
What are
just the
you
Gen
doing,
X
John?
version. Friday, I am in charge of childcare, so I will be taking my kids wherever they want to go.
Friday.
Friday.
Do they usually have like kickbacks?
They
and
make plans now, and they have, they all have plans and
Okay,
stuff. So I'll just be taxi driving
it's
on
their
Friday.
life,
Yes.
not your life.
Saturday, I'm up super early helping my wife set up for an event for her company. I mean, like 6 a.m. I'll be power washing the cushions for the backyard and the tent. She has a tent that she's setting up. And then I'll be taking the kids full day because Jennifer's working all day on Saturday. So I have them all full day.
You take them somewhere?
Yeah, we're gonna go. They have plans. Hudson will go parkour. I'll have to go shoot that. He makes me shoot his parkour. Jules will be shopping, so she has an ATM card that's connected to my bank account that I can just put money into. So they'll be doing all of that and taxing. Sunday, I'm getting up early to clean up the house, and I also have been doing some painting and work on the house, so I'll be doing that. Then I'll be balancing the checkbook, and I have to back up all the computers. Do you see why I want to die? I just want to die. I'm exhausted.
John, that's worse than my weekend.
Yes, of course it is, by far.
Well, I'm dreading my weekend.
Yeah, listen, Chase, this is the difference between you and me.
Here
This
I am
podcast is my weekend. This is my weekend with you right now.
But what about when don't you have time to work on, because you have a lot going on?
I didn't even put in. I have writing to do.
You
So
have
I
writing
bring
to
my
do.
laptop with me
With the
all
kids.
weekend. And when I drop them off, I flip it open and try to write for 3 minutes in the car usually.
Well, this week when I've been babysitting, because I babysat every day, I brought my computer because
Good.
I have some scripts to turn in. I've been writing for this kids show,
Nice.
and I'm just trying, like, go do your own thing. Like, it's called babysitting.
Yeah.
Like, can't I just
sit and you go
play?
baby.
They will not let me sit.
No.
It's like, Chase,
They want you because you're fun, Chase. You're
I'm too
fun. You're
fun.
funny. You're fun.
Chase, let's play this game. Chase, watch me do this. Chase, and I'm like, oh,
That's what you do with me, basically. See, I'm just trying to get your attention too. That's what this
No.
podcast is. I just like being around you because you're fun, and so I'm trying to, Chase. Let me tell you what's going on in my brain.
I just think that kids should be able to entertain themselves. I feel like I did.
Plug them in. Plug them into the screens.
I know.
Just plug them in.
Just sit and
Plug 'em in.
watch.
Let me tell you something about the plug
screens
in,
are
and I know
a
we're going
great
a little
invention.
long. We're
That's
going a
why.
little long, but I want to say one thing. I've been doing some research, okay, and this has to
Okay.
do with my solo show that I've been doing. Did you know back in because it's about drugs and addiction?
Yes.
I'm obsessed with that.
Yeah.
Back in the day, in the 1800s, they used to have these things called children's cordials. Did I tell you about this? They were little medicine that had opium in it that you would give it to kids for behavioral issues.
Oh, gee.
So you'd give them a little cordial at night with opium in it.
Okay.
Okay, so everybody's complaining about putting kids in front of screens. Let me tell you, your great-grandmother was getting opium from her mom to shut up. So I think we're doing okay. The screens
You're
are okay.
So right.
Just let them do the screens.
Honestly, yeah, I'm all for the screens.
I mean, come on.
Watch the TV and
It's fascinating in there. This is a pointless existence anyway. Let them be on a screen, for Christ's sake.
let them be on a screen. I agree. And on that note, oh, you know what? That's the T-shirt.
Yes.
Let them be on a screen.
God, it's good.
Please, so I can breathe. Put them on a screen.
Put them on a screen,
We'll find
and then on
something
the
that
back we put
rhymes.
your diatribe in like 5-point font on the
What's
back
that?
about
Oh, my.
about the. Chase, you are a shining moment in my life.
Oh,
I
John.
love our friendship. I
You're a
really
delight.
do. I
Thank
just
you.
can't thank you enough. I really mean that.
Thank you.
And
You too.
I enjoy this so much.
Me too. And if this just helped one person today, we did our job.
I don't know if I can sign off on that, Chase. Listen. I want to be that person.
If we just got to one person who needed this today, we did our job.
All right. If we did.
And if you are that person,
Mm-hmm.
please let us know.
And download it and share it to 1,000 other persons.
Yeah.
All right. With that note, we will see you next week. This has been John
And Chase
for Generation Gab,
talking hashtags and
the AIDS epidemic.
okay.
Take care.
Take